Yo, what's going on, FG fam? Welcome to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise here on MLB The Show 20. Today we have a huge game number 2 of the ALCS. At home at Comerica Park, the Rays do lead this series 1-0 as we fell in game number 1 to this very tough Tampa Bay squad. 7-5 is your series recap right now. Minimum of 4 games in this one. Carlos Martinez gets the start in game number 2, a 24 ERA as he pitched 1 game this postseason, only went 3 innings. He had a rough go of it. He's going up against Kyle Isbell, and Isbell with a shallow fly ball to left field for out number 1. Make sure you guys drop a like, support the series, and help it get found in this crazy algorithm on YouTube. As Willie Adames hits this one into right field, and that'll be out number 2 as Marte takes care of that one. That'll bring up Austin Meadows, and Meadows will line one on the ground into right field for the first base hit of the game. And Meadows on first base for Kyle Tucker. He will swing through, and the strikeout for Carlos Martinez gets him out of the first inning. Now Ryan Yarbrough set to take the mound for the Rays in this one. He pitched 1 game this postseason, had a pretty good outing, 6 1/3 innings pitched. Now Richie Mcgowan to lead off for us. He's got this one on the ground, and that one is taken care of and thrown on to first. Remember, Kyle Isbell is an outfielder. He's playing first base. Kendall Brown reaches on a changeup, and he goes down for out number 2. That'll bring up Ketel Marte. Marte gives this one a ride out to left, but unfortunately gets too far under the 83-mile-an-hour cutter, and that is caught for out number 3. That brings us to the end of the first inning in game number 2. Scoreless. Back for the second inning, and Martinez gets the strikeout on the off-speed pitch. Mitch Hannah-Grenades, as he's known on this channel, due to the Mariners franchise. If you haven't seen it, check it out. There's a miss out in left field by Kendall Brown, and that one will fall to the ground, and that'll be a base knock. Now Nick Senzel comes up. He laces one into left, but Kendall Brown will make that play for out number 2. Still 1 runner on for Manuel Margot, and that cutters off the plate from Martinez. That'll be a walk and put 2 on base for Caleb Hamilton going down swinging. And Martinez gets out of a second straight inning by way of strikeout. Francisco Lindor to lead us off in the bottom of the second, dribbled onto third and thrown onto first for out number 1. That'll bring up Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm gets way under the 89-mile-an-hour sinker, and this one in foul territory is caught. For out number 2 to bring up Wilson Ramos, who gives this one a ride, but again, just a little bit under it, and that one just shy of the warning track on the 73-mile-an-hour curveball. And that gets us into the third inning here. Martinez on Isbell gets him on the high cutter, and he cannot touch that heat. 4 strikeouts so far for Martinez. Now up against Willie Adames, and Adames gets the inside pitch and jams it out to left field, and it's out of the park. That one is gone. And a solo shot for Willie Adames travels 380 feet to give the Tampa Bay Rays a 1-0 lead. They already have a 1-0 lead in the series. They have a 1-0 lead on the scoreboard today on the road. That brings up Austin Meadows. He's 1 for 1 so far, but this one a very shallow, very high fly ball, and that is caught for out number 2. That'll bring up Kyle Tucker with 2 away, and Tucker gets this one into left field. That's a base hit, and that starts off the Rays the right way. That'll bring up Mitch Hannah-Grenades, and Hannah-Grenades down the left field line. Another base hit for this Rays team, and they've got 2 on with 2 out, a little 2-out rally going. Fuentes, though, will go down on the high 2-seamer, and that's the third inning that Carlos Martinez gets out of by way of strikeout. And Adley Rutschman goes down to start the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Josh Donaldson. He's giving this one a ride to left. 2 balls hit virtually in the same spot for both teams here. And Josh Donaldson with a 403-foot train ride out to left field will tie this one up here at home at Comerica Park and get this crowd a little bit fired up in game number 2. A tie ball game at 1, and Nico Goodrum comes up with one away, and he hits this one right at Isbell, who makes the play. So now Richie Mcgowan with 2 away, and McGowan's got this one going out to right, and it will get over the wall. Richie Mcgowan, the first number 1 overall pick of this series, hits it .363 over the right field wall here at Comerica Park and gives the Detroit Tigers that all-important 1-run lead in game number 2 of this series. He's given the Tigers a chance. Here's Kendall Brown, and he will go down on the inside changeup, but the damage has already been done. Detroit Tigers take a 2-1 lead at the end of the 3rd inning. We're back here for the top of the 4th, and this is a fly ball in the infield. Infield fly here will be out number 1. And now Manuel Margot at the plate. Margot swings on the up and in two-seamer for Carlos Martinez's 6th strikeout of the game. Caleb Hamilton will dribble this one over to second base. Taken care of by Nico Goodrum on to Josh Donaldson to get us out of this inning. Ketel Marte now dribbles one on to shortstop, thrown on to first, and Isbell can't make the play, he boots it. Ketel Marte's on first for Lindor, but he goes down swinging at the 88-mile-an-hour sinker ball. And that'll bring up Alec Boehm, who goes down on the off-speed curveball, 71 miles an hour on that one. So 2 straight slow-pitch strikes. That brings up Wilson Ramos, who tries to give this cutter a ride to left, but just gets under it by a little much. And we are done with the 4th inning. Into the 5th. Kyle Isbell giving this one a ride to right, and he makes up for that error with a solo shot to right field. 383 feet for the Tampa Bay Ray leadoff hitter. And that solo shot gets the away team right back in this thing. They already have that 1-0 series lead, looking to extend it. And it is possible that they can do that. They are tied now at 2. Willie Adames up at the plate. He dribbles this one on to second, and Nico Goodrum waits for it and throws on to first for out number 1. Austin Meadows now, and this one right up the middle, and Meadows takes it to center, but not enough air to get it out of the park. For out number 2 there, nice catch by Richie Mcgowan. That'll bring up Kyle Tucker, and Tucker down the first baseline. Nice job by Donaldson to make the play. Get us to the bottom of the 5th. Adley Rushman will be the first one up at the plate, and he will get a leadoff base hit into center field. Well done. Nice piece of hitting by Rushman, and that'll leave one on for Josh Donaldson, who ropes one out to right. But a nice grab out there in right field for out number 1 to give Nico Goodrum a chance, and he strikes out on the 73-mile-an-hour curveball. Tigers having trouble with the curve today. Richie Mcgowan's going to take this one over to right field, but again, too much air under that one, and that'll be the 3rd out of the 5th. That'll get us through the 5th inning. And into the 6th, where Mitch Hannagrenades leads off. This one, a catch out there in center field. That one was going to be tough, but a nice rundown by Richie Mcgowan for the first out. Josh Fuentes takes a circle change way inside for ball number 4, and that'll bring in Touki Toussaint into the game. He's pitched 1 game this postseason. 2 innings he went in that game, scoreless innings too. Nick Senzel will strike out on the 12-6 curve away from him. Now Manuel Margot with 2 away, dribbles one up the center of the diamond, and Lindor will make a nice play there. Nice scoop by Donaldson. Now Kendall Brown in the bottom of the 6th on the 3-2 count. This one's taken care of by the second baseman for out number 1. That'll bring up Ketel Marte, and Marte gets jammed, dribbles over to short, thrown on to first, and pulls Isbell off the bag. So a throwing error will get a man on, and look at this nice little bloop single by Lindor to have 2 men on. Anthony Banda going to come into the game now. He's pitched 2 postseason games, 4 total innings, to a 4.5 ERA. Alec Boehm is up, and he's laced one into right field. This one is going to go all the way up to the wall. At least a double for Alec Boehm. He brings home the leading run here in the bottom of the 6th. Now Wilson Ramos at the plate. Ramos into center field. That one will drop. Another run comes home as Lindor crosses the plate, and it is 4-2 Tigers. This one swung on by Rushman, and they've got Bohm in a rundown. He is going to get caught for out number 3, but again, more damage done. Now Tukey Toussaint to pitch in the top of the 7th. He's got Caleb Hamilton, and this one will drop in right field for a base hit. Leadoff hit there. That'll bring up Kyle Isbell, and this one way too much air. An infield fly over to third. Alec Bohm going to make that catch, and that is out number 1. That'll bring up Willie Adames. He goes down on the high fastball, 97 on the gun. That'll bring up Austin Meadows on the high fastball this time, and Meadows takes it deep. No chance at bringing that back. It is gone. A 374-foot two-run jack for Austin Meadows off of Tukey Toussaint here in the 7th inning, and we are back to another exciting section of this ballgame. Another tie score. The Rays just won't go away. Tied at 4, Kyle Tucker laces one to right, and a nice grab by Ketel Marte. To the bottom of the 7th we go. Donaldson lacing into left. Easy catch. Out in left field. Now Nico Goodrum up at the plate. This one's way under it, and an easy catch out in right field off of him for out number 2. Richie Mcgowan takes one deep to right. He's done it again. Richie Mcgowan with his 2nd homer of the night. A solo shot, 409 feet for the former number 1 overall pick of the Detroit Tigers. And what a star he is becoming in front of our very eyes as he re-gives the Tigers a 1-run lead. Here's Kendall Brown. He barely gets any bat on that one, and that'll be out number 3. And Joe Jimenez will come in the 8th inning to pitch. He hasn't been good against righties this postseason. We'll see if he can redeem himself as Mitch Hannah-Grenades gets way under this one. There's a righty batter going down for out number 1. Josh Fuentes in the top of the 8th. This one is grounded over to second to Nico Goodrum, who makes the play for out number 2 to bring up Nick Senzel, and he will walk on the low changeup. So they get a base runner with 2 outs, and Manuel Margot right over to Alec Bohm for out number 3. Justin Anderson coming in to pitch for this 8th inning. He's pitched 3 games this postseason to a 2.25 ERA, and that'll bring up Ketel Marte, who will strike out on the inside slider. Ketel Marte loves those jam pitches. Now Lindor gets jammed, and this one is over to second and thrown on first for out number 2. One more batter possibly here. Alec Bohm looking silly on the away slider. Very tricky, though, when you've got a guy that has good stuff. And that'll end the 8th. 5-4 Detroit. Chance to win it here. Aroldis Chapman coming into the game. You knew it. It had to happen. He's pitched 1 game. He saved it in his inning pitched. And now Caleb Hamilton will go down on the 2-seam fastball for the first out and strikeout for Aroldis Chapman. Now Kyle Isbell. This one is grounded over to first. Easy play for Donaldson, and he makes it for the 2nd one, and the Tigers are 1 out away from evening this series. This one is hit and shallow. Easy play, and it is made by Nico Goodrum. And your Detroit Tigers have taken their first game of this series to even it up at 1, 5-4. A very hard-fought game here against this Tampa Bay Ray team, but it is a Detroit Tiger victory that needed to be had. You can't lose both games on your home turf to start a 7-game set. That is just giving the other team way too much of an advantage. Had to get this win against the Rays, and it happened. Richie Mcgowan with 2 homers in the game. Josh Donaldson with another. All 3 were solo shots. Austin Meadows hit a shot for the Rays. McGowan, though, player of the game with those 2 home runs. You love to see the number 1 overall pick clearly working out. Guys, the series is now tied. Please make sure that you let me know in the comments section below what you think is going to happen the rest of the way as we are going to Tampa Bay. So make sure you guys let me know your predictions on the rest of the series in the comment section. Please drop a like, help this series out in the algorithm and channel in general, so that this channel continues to grow and I can bring you guys more and more content. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. It's all we do here, and we can build a winner together. If you want to see more franchise, click right here to see more franchise.
I feel you bring some